Hello, my name is Usna Balian, and I'm coming to you from Harmony Speech Therapy and Diagnostics again to discuss another topic. And today I'd like to talk about goals, goal setting, and how to target goals in person or via teletherapy, which we've been using a lot lately and have had great success with. I'll demonstrate how we target these goals in therapy, and I hope it's going to be helpful. So the first goal that I usually like to target in our early intervention, if the child is not yet able to do so, is identifying body parts on themselves or on a toy, such as a doll or even Mr. Potato Head, which I'll demonstrate today. So I'm going to show you how I use Mr. Potato Head to target body part goals. So being able to identify body parts. So we have Mr. Potato Head here. And what I'll do is, depending on the child's attention span, or if we're doing it in person or via teletherapy, I might just take the objects and really just start putting them on and labeling them and having the child imitate the words if they're able to, or just listen, and then hand over hand help them, or have the caregiver help them to identify the body part on themselves. So what I'd like to demonstrate today is what we've been doing via teletherapy, which has been really good, is using mystery eggs as well to increase the child's attention span through the computer. So what I'll do is I'll have a little egg here, and I'll bring it close, and I'll say, wow, let's open the egg. What's in the egg? And I'll bring it close, and I'll have them listen to the rattling sound, and I'll say, okay, let's open the egg. And if we're targeting gestures as well, I might have them do the gestures for open. And then we'll open the egg, and we'll say, what's inside? I see the nose. And I'll show it on myself. And then I'll bring Mr. Potato, and I'll say, okay, Mr. Potato Head's nose, and just put it on him, and then have caregiver, wow, and have the caregiver maybe hand over hand help the child to touch their own nose to make that connection. And so on and so forth. So we'll continue on till we finish Mr. Potato Head. So that's one way that we target body part goals. Another goal that I really I think is really, really important for kids as well in early interventions, being able to answer or approximate yes and no, being able to answer basic questions if it's been asked of them. So one way I've been targeting that goal in therapy is using my handy dandy mystery box here, or what's inside box. And I love this toy. It has so many uses. One way that I use this toy, or I have been using recently, is I'll bring it and I'll say, okay, what's inside? And then we'll, take out some toys and identify them, talk about them. And so, for example, I have an airplane. The airplane goes in the sky, can fly. And then I'll put it down and helps the child with identifying the object and understanding its purpose or its use. And I'll take out another object, and I'll say, it's a duck. Quack, 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 quack. And I'll put it down. And then I might say, what else is in there? Let's see. What can I pull out? A butterfly. Butterfly can fly as well. And then after we've taken out some items, we might then say bye to the objects that we took out of the box. And what I'll do is I'll act like I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm identifying, and I'll say, okay, let's find the butterfly. Oh my goodness, is this a butterfly? No. Is this a butterfly? No. Is this a butterfly? Yes, this is the butterfly. This is a butterfly. And then we'll say bye-bye butterfly and put it in the box. And so that way it helps the child really engage and understand the concept of yes and no, because they can see the object and then they can compare it and say, no, that's not what it is. And then when they do actually see it, then we say yes. And so it's a more concrete way of teaching the child yes and no. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead and leave us comments, and we'll get back to you with some more tips and subjects to talk about and materials that we use. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.